In this review, I will be taking a look at the Nanmu Studios Jurassic Series Sinoceratops 1/35th scale figure. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's start off by taking a look at the packaging. On the front is the Nanmu logo and a large black and white image of the figure inside. Here's a look at the top, the bottom, the sides, and finally the back, where we get more Nanmu logos as well as the barcode. Now let's open the box up and remove the figure. The figure is encased inside a protective foam padding. Before I look at the figure, I want to look at the included art card. The art cards that come included with Nanmu figures are very nicely illustrated. On one side we get an illustration of two Sinoceratops walking in a field of grass. Flipping the card around, we get some pencil drawings of the Sinoceratops. Once again, very nicely done, and my personal favorite of the two sides. We even get a front and side view of the head. Removing the foam top cover, we are that much closer to the figure. But before we look at the dinosaur, let's look at the included human figure. Most Nanmu dinosaurs come with an unpainted human figure from one of the Jurassic films. The figure comes inside a plastic baggie. This particular human is Dennis Nedry, from the first film. It really is a shame that humans are left unpainted, as I like the skill to paint it myself. Regardless, they are a cool inclusion, and I do enjoy them. He is posed laying on his back after he slipped and fell down after he wrecked his Jeep. Also included is what looks to be a dumbbell, but it's actually an extra neck peg for the articulated Sinoceratops head. Now let's break the Sinoceratops figure from its padded enclosure. There's a small added foam piece on top. The figure is also inside a plastic bag, and be careful when removing because it is kind of a pain to do so. But with a little work, it will come out. Finally, just pull the bag off, and now the Sinoceratops is free at last. Let's take a closer look at this beautiful piece, shall we? Yet again, Nanmu has knocked it out of the park with this figure. Surprisingly, it is quite heavy. I was not expecting it to have that much weight to it. This Sinoceratops is a perfect recreation of the one from the Fallen Kingdom film. Now let's take a closer look at the head. The beak and horn are painted the same two-tone color, but look very realistic. There is also a gloss over them to make them shine. The skin texture is nicely sculpted. The eyes, while small, are very well painted. There are several shades of green paint on the head. Moving up the head is, in my opinion, the best feature of this dinosaur, and that being its frill. The frill of the Sinoceratops is just stunning and so interesting to look at. There are two large holes in the frill, which makes it stand out against, say, a Triceratops. The paintwork is just beautifully executed. All the mixtures of color as well as the circular patterns. Along the entire frill are a row of smaller horns. They are painted similar to the large horn on the front of the face, and have the same glossy shine to them. I am just blown away by the level of detail. This is why Nanmu is in a class of their own, due to their amazing sculpting and paintwork. The figure is sculpted in a walking pose. The toenails are painted black. The paint on the body is a mixture of colors like the head. The majority is a greenish color, but transitions into a tan along the midsection. The great sculpting continues throughout the body. All the wrinkles and folds in the skin are sculpted. The top of the back is a darker green paint. The back foot has a bit of a paint mishap, with what looks to be some of the black paint for the toes on the foot itself, but it doesn't even bother me due to how everything else turned out. Taking a look at the underside, it continues the lighter tan paint scheme. The great sculpting of the wrinkles and folds in the skin continue all throughout the underside. Nanmu does not skimp out on any part of their figures. The great sculpting continues from top to bottom, front to back. As we get to the tail, I love the two-tone paint scheme. It is so realistic looking and accurate to the film. This side of the dinosaur is no different in the sculpt and paint detail. Due to the walking pose, these legs are closer together. As with the other side, the toenails are also painted. There are even tiny wart-like bumps sculpted on the skin. The figure isn't a complete statue, as it does have an articulated head. The head is on a ball peg that allows it to move up and down. The head can also tilt left and right, so it allows you to pose in different display options. So there's your look at the Nanmu Sinoceratops, another great piece by Nanmu. Nanmu is the best at recreating the dinosaurs from all the Jurassic films. With amazing sculpting and paint, this is a must-own in my opinion. For some quick comparisons, here is the Sinoceratops next to the Nanmu Ankylosaurus. If you want to pair with Rebor, here is the Rebor T-Rex, based on the look from the Peter Jackson King Kong film. Once again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. Follow me on social media, links are in the description below. And thanks for watching.